Third element in our PRES model, the E stands for expressiveness. And what we mean by that is, how do you express yourself in words and actions and voice in a way that's congruent with what you're saying and how your audience is receiving you. And there's a great example I want to share with you. In the 1960 presidential debate between John F. Kennedy and Richard Nixon, it was the first ever televised debate. And just before they went to air, Richard Nixon badly injured his knee. He was in amazing pain, but chose to go ahead with the debate. And while the debate was going on, he was sweating, he was hunched over the lectern, and his opponent, John F. Kennedy, this young senator from Massachusetts, was standing tall and expressed himself and his body and everything in a very different way. So what was interesting about this? Well, in the exit polls, when they sat down and looked at what the audience felt in terms of who won the election, here's the interesting thing. The people who saw the election on TV, in terms of the image, said John F. Kennedy won in a landslide. Absolutely had blown Richard Nixon out of the water. Strangely enough, the people who listened to the debate on the radio with no visual cues whatsoever said Nixon won the debate by a landslide. How could this be? It was the same words coming out of their mouth. The only difference is one audience saw and the other audience didn't. It led to a really interesting study by a guy called Albert Mehrabian, and it's called the Mehrabian Rule. And what he says and what he discovered is that when you're communicating with someone, only 7% of how they are receiving the message is based on the words you use. 38% is on your voice and how you express yourself and the pitch and the tone and the volume. And the remaining 55% is based on your body language, how you use gestures, how you use your body to get that image across. And isn't that amazing? Because when we talk to organizations about presenting, 99% of what they focus on is the words, the deck. What are we going to say? Not about how we're going to say it. And when we talk about presence and having exceptional presence, it is so much more about how you say it rather than what you say. How you use your voice, how you use your body to get your message across. Because that's what we want. We want to get our message across with 240, 220 volts so that people get it. And that's what we teach in our presence programs.